morning, everybody, and welcome to NinjaTrader Unplugged. I'm your host, Mike Leidick of BackToTheFutureTrading.com. One of the things we try to do in this series is encourage people to dig deeper into the indicators that come with NinjaTrader straight out the box. You get this impression, if you're like me with anything else in life, you get this really cool drill, for example, for Christmas or your birthday, and you say to yourself, wow, I have the drill, now I need the flashlight, I need the saw, and you kind of go down the list of everything else you need, and you kind of miss what you've got. You miss the value of what you received. And so we take these charts each week and we go through the standard list of stock stuff. And I try to walk people through what some of those things can do that maybe you're missing off the bat. And one of the tools I want to focus on, and I'm going to load this template up to our Dropbox folder here when I'm finished, involves the volume up-down indicator. So if you scroll all the way down, you'll see an indicator that says volume up, down. And if you click here, it says variation of the volume indicator that colors the volume histogram different colors. Okay, so if we close here, I want you to see it's generally speaking a graphical representation of accumulation versus distribution. It basically shows people hoarding and people discarding their contracts. And there's a really neat tactic if you're willing to kind of go a little deeper here. And I want to walk you through it here today. You'll notice that we've got this on a 10 range chart. One of the things a lot of people do when they first get NinjaTrader, they get stuck using the kind of conventional minute bars. And there's a lot that we can learn from time bars. But in this case, I believe you really see market structure clearer when you're using a range bar or a tick bar or a line break bar, even Renko bars. They're all designed to do things differently. And I like the way the range bar breaks market structure out without the element of time, that whippiness of time. Well, check this out. We're looking traditionally now for hooks. We're looking for hooks in distribution versus accumulation. We want to see when the tide turns, right? So I want you to kind of, when you get this template loaded, work your way across the chart from left to right and find the places where it changes in a downtrend from green to red. Where it changes from green to red. And here's what you're going to notice. When you go from green to red, we can put a drawing object above that bar. Well, move your tool, use the crosshair tool, by the way, it's really powerful. Move your tool up and then put an arrow here. Now, continue the experiment from left to right. You'll see 3 green bars showing an increase in buying volume versus selling volume. And then, boom, there's one of our red bars. So we're looking for hooks. We're looking for shifts from buying to selling, where the sellers have overwhelmed the buyers. We have this shift in supply versus demand, right? And so green to red produces another red arrow. Do you notice where those arrows are starting to appear? They're starting to appear where? They're starting to appear at peak highs. So now here's the next cluster. Green, 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 red. Green, red. As you work your way from left to right, you're going to find that this indicator is sort of a hidden jewel in the NinjaTrader chart, especially if you use it in conjunction with trend. Now, we can start to build rule sets. This becomes the foundational element of a trading plan if you want to use it. You can say, for example, I want to see so many consecutive green bars before I put a signal on the red bar. In this case, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive buying bars followed by a selling flip. That could be 3, it could be 2, it could be just 1. That number depends, of course, on your back testing. I've got this set to a 120 period exponential moving average. You may have a rule set that says, I want to be within 5 ticks of the moving average. And that gives me a risk ratio. I'll look for a 10 or a 20 tick move as long as I have a 5 or a 10 tick risk. And in which case, signals like these two then become more interesting to you, become part of a more conservative trading plan. So the volume up-down indicator, apply it with the free EMA slope color indicator in our NinjaTrader toolbox of free stuff. I'll save this template up on the Dropbox so you can download it and install it in your template folder on NinjaTrader. Again, go deeper with what you've already got. Take a few minutes, understand what the tools that come with NinjaTrader raw, unplugged, are doing, and you might not have to go out and spend $20,000, $30,000 on additional tools for analyzing the market that you trade. I'm Michael from backtothefuturetrading.com. It's a privilege to bring this information to you, and I hope you guys have great trading success out there. Take care.